The German government and the press have been claiming that the key reason Tesla's Gigafactory in Germany hasn't opened yet is because it's going to use too much water. That's what's been holding things up for a while. But does it actually use a lot of water? What about in comparison to a local coal mine? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Fantastic to have you here on the channel. Great to have so many new subscribers on the channel. If you are a new subscriber, make sure you check out the 700 plus videos we've created over the last 7 months. Lots of interesting information there that you won't find anywhere else on YouTube. Now, if you're not new, welcome back to the channel. Wonderful to have you. Just want to say, if I haven't already, if you haven't seen me say this, Happy Christmas. I hope you have an awesome year in 2022. I hope it's even better for you than what 2021 was. So, there's actually a coal mine near Tesla's factory. And obviously, like I just said, a key issue holding up Tesla's factory being improved to build electric cars which are sustainable, which many of whom will use solar energy to power them, probably almost every day of their existence. And yet, the Brandenburg coal mine nearby uses 171 times more water than Tesla's new factory in Berlin. So essentially, there's a coal mine down the road, literally down the road, it uses 171 times more water than Tesla's factory. Not 10 times more, not 20 times, not 50 times more, not even 100 times more, 171 times more. Now, John Asada from Clean Technica, one of my favorite websites, as many of you know, has reported that environmental groups in Germany, so-called environmental groups, I don't know if they really are, seem to really care about the usage of water near Tesla's Giga Berlin and are especially concerned with how much water Tesla will actually use. Now, what I find interesting is they don't appear to have the same energy for the LEAG coal mine, which uses more water than Tesla needs for 170 gigafactories. Now, Teslarati recently noted that Tesla has submitted all of the required documents for the German state of Brandenburg for approval. Now, Alex Voigt shared this fact on Twitter recently, and BZ Berlin reported that next month, the German courts could actually shut down both the LEAG coal mine and prevent Tesla from starting its operation. Now, the LEAG coal mine is the largest consumer of water in the state. As you can imagine, the amount of water they're consuming there is absolutely astronomical. In 2020, the plant pumped 114 million cubic meters of water to dry out open cast mines without a permit from the state mining authority. Now, in contrast to the 114 million cubic meters of water that this mine used, Tesla only needs 1.4 million in order to produce probably around about 500,000 electric cars every year. Now, since 2017, this mine has pumped a whopping 240 million cubic meters more than they approved to do so. Now, Judge Gregor Narkon said that we have already shut down the open pit mine twice because of legal violations. Now, apparently Alex told Jonah on Twitter in a direct message that the coal mine using more water posed a much larger problem than Tesla's smaller water usage. Tesla's smaller water usage, I mean, is almost minuscule in comparison to the amount of water that this mine is using. And let's think about this in context. I mean, this mine isn't mining things for renewable energy. It's not remining things. It's mining coal to burn. And in the process, using astronomical amounts of water. But I really don't see a lot being said in the media about this mine. Why is that? Now, here's what Alex said. Coal mines and other industrial consumers are a big problem because in order to mine coal, the groundwater is lowered by pumping the water into lakes and rivers that drain the water into the Baltic Sea. Since the water table is low, good quality water is a problem. In addition, the authorities have been completely denying the situation for far too many years and have not developed new sources early enough. That takes many years and it's not an easy process. Water is one of the best controlled foods in Germany and the quality is outstanding compared to other countries. It's a complex issue, but Tesla is definitely not the problem. Now, BZ Berlin noted that the LEAG coal mine was only supposed to pump 42 million cubic meters of water last year. Instead, since 2017, the mine has pumped out a total of 240 million cubic meters over their allotment. Now, what is this actually doing to the environment? Well, it's causing rivers and lakes to dry up. In other words, it's causing serious economic devastation in the area. This is insane, seriously. Now, environmental groups that are trying to stop Tesla's factory from opening, NABU and the Green League, have been working tirelessly to prevent Tesla from operating. Now, surprisingly, the Water Association is actually hoping that the environmentalists are successful. WSC boss Andre Bala added, "Then we can no longer guarantee supplies to the population and for Tesla." Now, this article in the German media said that Bala would terminate the water contract with Tesla and that the finished Tesla plant may not be able to start operations. So, as you can see here, this water issue is really what is holding up Tesla's factory from actually being approved, manufacturing clean, renewable energy, green cars. Now, ncoal.org recently pointed out that coal is one of the most water-intensive methods of generating electricity, and that a typical coal plant withdraws enough water to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool every 3.5 minutes. Every 3.5 minutes. This is just ridiculous. It also noted that coal mining and open cast mining are responsible for complete environmental destruction, while having huge impacts on local water resources. Here is what they said. Coal mining, especially open cast mining, which is what this local mine is doing, is responsible for complete environmental destruction and has huge impacts to local water resources. Groundwater needs to be pumped out of the ground, forest needs to be cut down, and fertile topsoil is removed in order to access the coal. In the process, this is destroying valuable underground aquifers, streams, and of course, rivers. Moreover, bare lands are easily eroded, degrading the water quality and clogging up rivers downstream, leading to increased flooding risks. So, my question for you is the problem Tesla using all the water, or is the problem coal mines breaking the law and using more than 141 times the amount of water that Tesla will use? Personally, I think this is outrageous. These so-called pretend environmental groups claiming that Tesla is the problem when clearly that is incorrect. And this honestly does make me a little bit angry. Now, Gus Levy has responded to this and said, "We plan to take a more aggressive stance against the coal companies once they use 172 times, not 171, 172 times the water that Gigafactory Berlin will use, NABU." Well, obviously this is tongue-in-cheek. I mean, at what point will these so-called pretend environmental agencies actually pull their heads out of their asses and focus on here what actually matters? Coal is not an energy of the future. It does almost nothing other than provide short-term energy. And obviously, clearly, the problem of excess water usage is not Tesla. So the question is here, maybe Elon should hire a top German law firm and sue NABU and the Green Money League, because they're not the real Green League, are they? They're just the Money League, for political bribery and criminal destruction, because that is essentially what they're endorsing here. They're turning the media's energy away from what the real problem is and focusing it on what the real problem is not. Now, coal obviously causes a huge amount of CO2 to be released into the atmosphere. And I just can't understand how these so-called pretend environmental groups could miss the huge overdrain of water by coal miners. It's truly baffling to me. Now, if these environmental groups were genuine and sincere, then honestly, I think their main focus, surely at least 90% of their focus, would be on this coal mine and other coal mines that are causing this significant environmental destruction. So maybe we can put this to bed, hey? Tesla's water use clearly here is not the problem. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.